See, you want to know how I got my karma for skipping y'all? I done broke a whole nail. And I'm not even going to do a sleight of hand and not show it. I'm letting y'all see me down bad. I am so sorry, Leo. I don't know how I skipped you guys because I've been very adamant about the fact that I was going to go in order. But yeah, it took a good old Leo client of mine to be like, so where's Leo? For me to realize that I totally put Virgo in front of you guys. So, Lion, please don't attack me or harm this poor little bull. Even though I am bigger than you, you could probably bite a leg or something and I'd fall. But we're not going to do that because we love each other, right? Right. So just because I skipped you guys, I am going to do the extended version of this reading for you guys as an I'm sorry peace offering. So let's get to getting. Okay, pause. I know you guys don't actually think I'm going to make you sit here, like, and watch me shuffle. Let's fast forward this. Okay, enough of the funny business. On to your reading. Alright, y'all. Trying to dig in my heels deep for this good old reading I got for you guys. Background on the spread, if you haven't seen the other videos yet, this is your recent past. The above card is what you are consciously aware of or your desired outcome. Your center card is your current situation or you. It's representing you in the present moment. This is your challenge or your advice card, depending on how everything plays out. This is your potential outcome, and your bottom card, your below card, as I call it, below, above. This is subconscious influences or things that are happening around you that are currently adding to or creating your present situation. So as always, I set the challenge card to the side just so we can see everything better. So presently you are showing up as the Eight of Wands reversed. Which, before I get into that, in your past you're showing up as the Knave of Swords. And presently, your above card, you are the Nine of Swords. Bottom, you are the Tower. And the potential outcome is the Two of Pentacles reversed. So, let me tell you what I get from this. What I see is, in the recent past, you were pretty optimistic and confident about where you were going and how things were going to pan out for you, right? But it seems as if something with this Tower card has occurred that has completely, I don't want to say completely thrown things off balance, but it's more or less thrown you into somewhat of a tailspin. If you look at the Eight of Wands, which is a lot different than your typical Rider-Waite depiction of the Eight of Wands, because it's just, you know, 8 wands going that way, all nice and neat and such. But in the reverse, we get this vibe of just this emotional whirlwind. So what I'm really looking at is what's lighting up is her solar plexus, which is your emotional center. And of course, this would be like, in the upright, it would be like, you know, power and life force energy from spirit, you know, being channeled into her solar plexus. But with that being in reverse, it's letting me know that you're losing that power, right? So the thing I get from this is that presently you're in a state of being disempowered. It's like you, and this just popped into, oh, okay, that's an interesting message. Energy vampire. Some of you may be the victim of an energy vampire. Somebody who is completely depleting you of life force energy. Now that can either be a person or it could be this particular situation. And with the Tower card, of course, this one is I would like to say it's a nice depiction of the Tower card. Like, the nicest depiction of the Tower card as nice gets for the Tower card, if that makes sense. Because it's less, you know, lightning hitting, building, people falling out, impaled, and all that good stuff. You know, she dropped a coffee cup after getting bad news, you know? It's a little bit more palatable. But nonetheless, I believe that the influence of you feeling disempowered currently, this could be in the form of a situation or an actual person or an event that occurred. And then the depiction of the Tower card, or the meaning of it, so to speak, is really you finding yourself in a situation that completely challenges what it is that at one point in time you were so sure about. So, depending on situations, whether if it's, you know, relationships, marriages, it could be divorce, it could be separation, it could be a breakup. If it's like relationship oriented, it could be getting fired from a job. Not saying any of these things are happening to you guys, or not saying that they will happen to you guys. This is going to be something that you're already aware that has occurred. So this is not like a prediction type of thing. This is something that you guys are already going to be aware that has happened or is presently happening in your space. But this particular situation that you found yourself in, or encountered, or experienced, is having this adverse effect on you to where you're feeling disempowered and, in a sense, conflicted in your life right now. And that's pretty much exacerbated. I really hope I use that word right. I'm trying to sound smart, y'all. By the Nine of Swords. I consider this my anxiety card. So this card, like, you see how homegirl looks. Like, she's literally like being vexed and attacked. These things are more symbolic than they are literal, because God forbid any of you woke up with spiders and a vulture and bats and flies in your room. You need to clean your house. Just saying. But anywho, this is a depiction of a person who is completely enamored with thoughts of guilt or worry. And they're so consumed by these thoughts, as you see like the little fairies that are outside, the windows closed. It's like, I look at these little fairies and these cards as like symbolic of spirit or angels, but whatever floats your boat. But pretty much you are so completely like, I really want to say enamored. I need to look that up to make sure I'm using that right, but hey, it feels good. But but you're so completely consumed with your thoughts and with worry about this particular situation or the aftermath of this particular situation that you can't even hear from spirit right now. Like, your intuition is so not on fleek right now. Like, you're so consumed with these lower energy thoughts, these negative thoughts, that you're not able to even hear your intuition or hear any messages that are coming from spirit, right? So presently, this is not the dopest place to be, but there's always solutions for everything. So of course there's no need to worry, because as you guys should know by now, all of my readings are geared towards helping you or empowering you to solve the problems in your life. So whatever the case may be, whatever has happened, you can regain control, because of course any position that we're in our lives, it sounds super simple and cliche, but everything can be changed with something as simple as a choice or a decision. So with us all being created to possess power and to harness that power and to channel it into whatever direction that we wish to manifest, you also have the ability to allow other people to steal your power, or to allow someone to have power over you. And what I'm seeing with your challenge card, which is the King of Swords, this is more or less your solution to not ending up what your outcome card is looking like right now. Because if you kind of keep up where you're at, things are going to continue moving forward into the Two of Pentacles, which means like like you're unbalanced in a sense. So you're putting too much of your energy into one particular area. So that's kind of like workaholic, right? And this is like hypothetical sense. Not saying that this is everyone's situation exactly, but that's like, in order to escape from all of this stuff that you're dealing with, I'm not even gonna say dealing with, because you ain't dealing with it. I'm just about to be real with you. The whole reason why you got all this going on is because you're refusing to deal with it. Like, you're not accepting what has happened or is happening, and you're aware of it, like, you know that it's going on, but it's just like a sense of denial, like, you know, I don't know, like having a ticket. Okay, like, you get a ticket and you know the ticket needs to be paid, and you know the day is drawing near, but you're just like, whatever, let me just block it out, throw it into my subconscious, and just forget that this is happening right now. But then it's like you get an attachment, you know? And then it's like being all shocked that you have an attachment when you know good and well you never paid a ticket. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like creating more problems from something that could easily be solved if you just deal with it. But for whatever reason, y'all not about that dealing with it life. But we're going to get you together in a minute. So back to the Two of Pentacles reversed. This is being unbalanced, because in the upright, it's our little baker girl. I think she showed up in Aries reading, if I'm not mistaken. But if you think about, whenever you do a recipe, you have to have 1/4 cup of this or half a cup of that, and you do this section first and then you mix that with that, right? So it's like, it's a structure, it's a like a schematic that you're following that's giving you clear, concise directions, very specific measurements that you're putting together to create this ultimate outcome, right? So it requires a lot of balance, because if you put too much or too little of something, then your red velvet cake is not going to turn out right. And I say that because red velvet is my favorite. If you don't like it, too bad. That's your problem. You're missing out. But you're in the reverse with that. So what that pretty much tells me is, if you don't heed the advice of the King of Swords, which we will get into, because that is your present challenge, then in your immediate future, you are going to, in essence, be attempting to run away from your problems. And we don't want that, right? We're not about that life. So, with your challenge being the King of Reverse, this is the card in the upright. Whenever, whatever card falls into your challenge card, this is the only card that is sideways in this reading that is literally read sideways, not reversed, sideways, because it's a challenge, so it's halfway. So, like with Aries, with being the Ace of Swords, and how I use the whole analogy with the double-edged sword and picking one side of the sword, that's how I interpret this card. So I pretty much used both interpretations of what this card symbolizes. So depending on which one of these paths that you choose, we can either get to this like this, or we could turn this upright to where that's in your better interest, right? So with the King of Swords reversed, we have this wonderful lady who is standing in front of her colleagues and stuff with her little line graph and everything. And pretty much this is a person who has started here at the Knave of Swords with your wonderful idea, being inspired, being optimistic about the future, who has taken their power of the sword, which would be your thoughts, and applying them so well that they're able to help other people channel those thoughts, right? Now, if we reduce this down to what it means for you in your challenge position, it would be pulling from thinking of what anyone's boss does. What does a team leader do? It requires strategy and tact and planning, right? You need to have a plan for your goal. You need to know how you're going to get to that goal, right? How does this apply to you? Because I'm really, probably shouldn't have used that analogy because that would totally throw you guys off. I'm realizing that's like really, really expansive. So to kind of simplify that, it's channeling your inner leader. So the way that we can turn this Two of Pentacles upright is by you taking this situation and facing it, whatever it is, as complex as it is, as hurtful as it is, as painful as it is. I'm telling you to face it. Face it head on, dagnabbit. Why? Because the best way out of anything is through the thing that scares the absolute hell out of you, or the thing that hurts the most. Because on the other end of that is our light at the end of our proverbial tunnel, right? So you want to presently look at all of these things that are causing you anxiety, potentially nightmares that are keeping you up at night, okay? You want to take this situation by the horns with a little bit of acceptance. Like, okay, this is tragic. This is painful. This is what I'm going through. This is what happened. But I need to accept that, right? Getting acceptance, clearing our mind, allowing yourself to not focus or tune in so much to this fear, and allowing spirit to come in again. Well, I won't even say come in again, because spirit is always there regardless, but you actually listening to spirit is another issue entirely. But that will get us back into a state of being empowered, because when we meditate, when we're connected to spirit, we are in alignment. We are balanced, right? That gives us power over this tower situation, to where this is not determining who we are and disempowering us or allowing us to give our power away to others. It opens up the windows and lets our little fairies in so they can clear out all of this yuck going on. Y'all, this gives me the creeps. I'm sorry. It gives me the creeps. But that's what the inside of our minds literally looks like when we're allowing anxious thoughts to like drive us mad. And you need to tap back into the spirit of this Knave of Swords and regain that optimism, and allow that to be the power to allow you to organize a strategy plan out of this situation, or to regain power over this situation, right? Because this is the thing that's lacking right now. It's like you're not able to be strategic. You're not able to think clearly because of allowing all of this stuff to disempower you. And if you don't regain control of your life, you gonna be sitting up here baking all kinds of lopsided cakes that don't nobody want to eat. And we are not about that life, hun. We are so not about that life. So, Leo. Of course you know that y'all got skipped over by Virgo. So, your reading is going to be a lot longer than usual. So, I feel like I need to like really sum this up, because I feel like I went down like 1,000 different corridors, because I'm going to use, I want to say two. I'm going to use 2 oracle decks for you guys to give you some more insight and guidance into your situation. Let's see, Heather. So I'm going to use 2 oracle decks for you guys. So let me just kind of sum this up, because I do kind of feel like I went all over the place with this. But basically, to sum this up, guys, it's really, it's your thoughts. Because with there being, what, 1, 2, 3, 3 sword cards, okay, in your reading, what is hurting you, well, what has helped you in the past, what is presently hurting you, and what will help you into the future is going to be mastery over your thoughts. And it's changing around, because presently they are like attacking you and oppressing you. So it's you regaining control through your inner power, which is your passion, desire, connection, and spirit. You getting reattuned with that so that you can have power and control over your thoughts. So that in the future, the very near future, like tomorrow, you can get things back in balance, because you don't want to continue this on going forward, because it's not going to put you in a good place. It's going to leave everything completely unbalanced in your life, because we don't want to get into a point to where we're trying to escape from what it is that we're dealing with. And the thing I just find so funny about this is just the difference, the vast difference between all of these cards, and I'm specifically speaking about these. It's the vast difference between the meaning of each one of these cards, but the eerie similarity that all of them possess. Because at the heart of it, and I can kind of, I mean, this is very much in attunement with it, but just specifically these, it's kind of like at the root, all this in reverse. But at the heart of it, it's like each one of these cards are saying, in essence, the same thing. But I'm going to go ahead and pick some oracle cards for you guys and see what we come up with. I really love this deck. It fell off of the shelf at Barnes & Noble's and into my hands and out of the store with me. And it's the Shaman Oracle deck. I always find my best stuff when it falls off of shelves at Barnes & Noble's. Shout out to my guides. Y'all are the bomb. So I'm going to pick a card from the Shaman Oracle deck that is going to give you guys more clarity on moving forward. So I'm going to align this with your challenge, the King of Swords, because the challenge for you now, of course, is regaining control and utilizing strategic planning, organization, getting your finances together, whatever it is that you are ducking and dodging right now. So Spirit guides, please give me one card to help Leo on their journey moving forward. Please give them clarity and insight through one card to know what steps they need to take going forward. One card for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, to give them advice and guidance on their journey to get to a more desired outcome. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Now y'all know that's a shame. My camera cut out, y'all. Because I have a Nikon D7000, right? And it records video, but only in 20-minute increments. So I just want y'all to know how long I'd said I mean, I did a whole in and out pan with the letting go card and all that. Y'all missed all that because my camera was so out. Like, I was rolling, y'all. And I said, let me check my time. And was like, I know you lying. But anywho, the oracle card that I pulled for you guys is letting go. Now, what I was saying was that that makes this so much more clear to me. So I can't even put this on nobody else but you, boo-boo. Even though not saying that one of y'all out there may not be being vamped by somebody, but you're disempowering yourself because you're holding on to something that is dead. Like, done, buried. Like, you don't even understand with this Tower card that was Spirit trying to help you out, hunty. The lightning came and struck down the tower because it was built on a weak, faulty foundation. Like, so this is more or less, your Tower card is more in alignment with your Knave of Swords. It's the fact that you, and I mean, I'm saying you as in Leo, but what I really mean is all of humanity, because we all do this. It's like we resurrect our own monuments, like monuments to our own ideals or belief systems. You know what I'm saying? It's like we create these extensive empires of thought, of what we believe to be true. And there are things that we encounter in life that completely shatter this false sense of security that we have in life, because, you know, nothing in life is owed or guaranteed to any of us. So I say that to say that with this letting go card, and I'm going to read the wonderful, beautiful interpretation that they have of it in the cute little booklet. But that's letting me know that you are disempowering yourself by holding on to something that's no longer serving you. Like, this is dead, done, gone, kaput, over with, and you sitting up here still crying over spilled milk. Okay? Self-imprisonment. That is so not what's hot in the streets right now. But to give you a little bit more insight, I'm going to go ahead and have story time and read you guys what the Oracle deck, BTW, what the little bookie has to say. All right. Once upon a time. No, I'm just kidding. Letting go of a person or situation can be a challenge. At times, what's at stake is not just the relationship or situation. It's the attachment we had for it, the hopes, the dreams, the expectations. Many relationships end long past their natural ending point. One or both people hang on, hoping things would change. They invested so much time because without that person or job or relationship, their future loomed up as a big blank screen. For many, this is too scary to bear. However, by letting go, we create a space for a person or situation that will resonate with us where we are now. Start looking at your expectations. Try not to have any. This will enable you to live in the moment and be mindful in the present. To be able to gracefully release from a situation is a lesson for all of us. Oh, that was deep and so real. The art of letting go. That was one of my favorite things, and I say that because learning to let go was probably one of the most difficult life lessons I've ever had to endure in this particular carnation. Letting go is very, very difficult for me because, as they said in the little bookie explanation, it's the unknown that scares us the most. And I say that a lot of times when I'm coaching people, using that word loosely, with relationships and whatnot. It's like we can know that we're in a relationship that isn't good for us anymore, but it's like we won't let it go because it's the unspoken fear of, what if there isn't anyone out there better than them? Or even with a job, what if, this job is horrible, but it could be much worse. Like, what if there isn't anything like as good as this, or I'm never going to get paid like this again? But all of those things are an illusion. It's like we like comfort. We like what we know. We like what is familiar. But even though we like that, it's just that. It's comfortable. It's complacency, And what I'm beginning to see now is, you guys are stuck because you're holding on to the proverbial corpse of your past, and it's rotting and has maggots, and that's disgusting. Nobody wants to drag that around. It's 2018, peeps. Y'all, let me make sure I don't talk for another 20 minutes because I'm already up in here. But y'all done already been longer than everybody else. But I'm going to do one more oracle deck. This is the Angel Answers Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. So, okay, and that is not how I intended to do it, but guys, sure, whatever. Alright, I was going to just pick one card for you guys, but my guides are telling me to pick 3 cards. Alright. I'm not even about to ask y'all. I was going to do my little introduction ditty, but since you already told me what to do, I guess that's kind of pointless. So, what I'm being told to do is to pick 3 cards. Alright? So the part that I can use that's mine is, these are, of course, like, yes or no cards. So you're going to formulate a question in your mind after hearing this reading that you would like an answer to. Okay? So I'm going to give you a second to kind of think of that. So think of a question that you want to know, and it can be a yes or no. So once you formulate that question, then you're going to pick a card. Either card 1, card 2, or card 3. And I'm going to turn the cards over, and whichever card that you pick, that is going to be your answer. So everyone's going to pick a different card. So it's not all 3 cards, so you don't get confused. It's not all 3 cards. Pick your card, and I'm going to flip them over. So I'm going to give you time to pick your card. Alrighty. So, those of you who picked card number 1, this is your answer. Just in case there's a glare there. It's peaceful resolution. Those of you who picked card number 2, success. Hopefully there's no glare on that. Is that a glare? Okay, no glare. A little bit. And those of you who picked card number 3, No need to worry. All right. This is looking all the way up for you guys. Man, this reading gonna be so long. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to jeez, to upload this. But I love y'all, Leo. Y'all deserve it because I know I am so wrong. I was out of town and had people calling me talk about so where's Leo? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm sorry. All right. So we're going to go to the little bookie for the angel answer cards to give you some more clarity on what this means. So those of you who pick card number 1, peaceful resolution. The challenges you're inquiring about are going to come to an end. Conflict will cease and soon be replaced with harmony. There will be a sense of peace shared by all, even if some only agree to disagree. Disagreements will be resolved in your favor. This includes struggles with employers, legal battles, and even strife among family or friends. Be forgiving and understanding with those who may have been in error. Allow peace to come with grace and dignity for everyone. And those of you who pick number 2, success. Congratulations. You are on the road to success. You needn't have any reservations about your situation, as it's going to work out beautifully. Part of living a successful life is taking care of yourself. It's wonderful to have many things to be grateful for, but make sure you don't wear yourself down by working too hard. Take time to enjoy peace in your life. And lastly, those who picked number 3, no need to worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Okay, we're not doing that. All right. Your worries and concerns regarding your question are unnecessary. God and your angels have the situation well in hand, and everything is going to turn out perfectly. Obsessing over this subject isn't helpful. Just saying. All right. Obsessing over this subject isn't helpful. The energy of fear and worry only slows the eventual manifesting of your desires. Visualize loving and happy outcomes and keep your thoughts positive. Very soon, you will wonder why you were worrying about this at all. Drops mic in the form of angel answer book. Y'all gonna be all right, Leos. Well, Leo, that has been your January 2018 reading. I am so sorry that it's late. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. And I guess that you guys have taken the throne of special zodiac sign from my sign Taurus, because they ain't getting none of all this and stuff. So be glad that I was late with your reading. If you would like, please like and share this video with your friends. And if you feel my vibe, please subscribe. Feel free to like and comment. And I will see you guys soon. Deuces.